You know, there was a gentleman that killed 77 people in Norway in 2011. His name was Anders Bering Breivik,
I'm
and
sorry, hold on. We have to stop and process that segue for a moment. What in
that
the
wasn't a segue. That was a swerve. I learned that from Vince Russo.
ow?
Um, and also, I got Bell's palsy like Ed Ferrara did, and that way this works out. So somebody killed a whole bunch of people, and anyway, a mass murderer being held in Norway demands better video games in prison. Now,
Yes.
I want everyone. In fact, Razor Fist, you're right. Let's slow down. Let everyone process because that's like 6 word or 7 words that don't seem to go in the right order. Norway mass murder demands better video games. That's like this is the hate bit version of Mad Libs.
I know.
That really like how else could you get there? Now, Razor Fist, you were very passionate about this story, so lay it out for the people who, and then we're gonna make a few we'll make a few Mark Vikernes references. So go ahead because you can lay it out better than I can.
Well, in yet another chapter in the long and storied history of hard-nosed Norwegian justice, this this piece of shit who murdered a bunch of innocent women and children in the name of the fucking fatherland is demanding that because he right now, guys, and I want you to understand and sympathize with his pain. He only has access to a PS2. He wants it upgraded to a PS3. Now, putting aside the fact that that's actually a bit of a downgrade, let's actually concentrate on the
No,
fact
no, you could use it to watch Toy Story.
that this guy has. Well, he can use it to watch the DVD of Toy Story.
Yeah, there you
Right?
go. Oh, well, that's part of it too.
That's true.
Better on
But
Blu-ray though.
But that's the entire. That's the fucking idea here. He's got access to a fucking PS2 in prison, guys. He's got, and I mean, he's got access. He was able to type up this letter. He's got access to a fucking computer with a printer. And this,
Why doesn't he play it on there then?
now, don't start thinking Norway's gone soft on you just yet, though. Don't you dare entertain that thought, folks, because he is in the process. He is in the 18th month of serving a whopping 21-year sentence for 77 confirmed cases of capital murder.
Now, not to mention, this guy also claims to have used Call of Duty to practice his aim.
This guy, I think he might actually be confused. Maybe he doesn't have access to a PS2. Maybe it's just because he lives inside Grand Theft Auto, because that's the only way you could get out of prison that fucking quickly after killing 77 fucking people. What in the fuck? Where?
So he comes from San Andreas, Norway.
The Norwegian justice system have their heads so fucking far up their ass they're gonna have to cut in switchback trails to find the fucking thing. What in the hell is going on in Norway? I don't even. And then of course we already know about the whole fucking Varg Vikernes fucking.
If not everybody, so lay it on the people, those the uninitiated. Tell them about Mark McKierney's.
Okay, so he killed a dude, and he planned to kill the dude. And this is after a rash of church burnings that he engaged in. And after planning
Back before most of you were born.
And after planning to blow up a motherfucking cathedral with dynamite, which they found in his home, by the way. Which, just incredible stuff. But anyways, so he goes to prison with another just whopping fucking 15-year sentence. And they wound up extending that to 20 or something because retroactive law or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. And so on one of his weekends off from prison, which is the thing, and
you should go the
prison vacation.
Like, that right there needs its own processing time because it's like, so what are you doing this week? Oh, well, this weekend I'm going to leave prison, go hang out with my friends, kill some people, go back to prison.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to, dig this hole.
Yeah, no kidding. We do need some process. I think that requires like an Xbox One loading time to process that.
Or loading time on the wonderful 101.
Wait a minute. Yeah. I think I can process that. Oh shit! I won't get that patch. That's.
Well, did you get the notice?
No, I didn't because I'm.
Oh, well, fuck you then. $500, please.
Yeah. Brilliant. But yeah, so he's on one of his weekends off from prison. He hijacks the police vehicle that was escorting him and then actually evades capture. and gets away. They find him in his car with a trunk filled with like a ton of dynamite and a bunch of unregistered rifles and knives and guns and shit, and he was headed for the border of France where there are a bunch of white power militants and shit.
He also had swords with him because you can't be metal without dynamite and swords.
Dynamite and swords, bro. mind you, Lemmy does it in a pair of short shorts with a cigarette in his mouth, but whatever.
Well, don't forget, Lemmy also burns people with his mole.
It's true.
So you shouldn't leave that out. But yeah, this guy who killed 77 people in Norway in 2011, he demands better video games.
Just to go into some detail here. He's complaining because, and I'm about to quote him, other inmates have access to adult games while I only have the right to play less interesting kids' games. One example is Rayman Revolution, a game aimed at 3-year-olds. So,
okay, wait. Why are you being Heimlich from A Bug's Life?
I don't know. Okay. Apparently he's German now. And
he's German. Okay, that's good.
He's an extremely effeminate German. But anyways, so fucking, he's pissed because he has to play Rayman Revolution on the PS2.
And that's not
this
fair.
Poor man.
You know what? I think we can reverse engineer this on him. I think we can make him play all the fucking shovelware on the PS2. Yes. I think we can make that happen.
It's a great idea. We're going to make him play Barbie Super Sport.
Because, man, even if he's only behind bars for 21 years, it'll feel like 500. Fuck.
Yeah. In fact, you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if this guy has, like, do they have, like, email in prison? Because if that were could you think we get the entire 8-bit audience to send him, like, pictures of their dicks?
Or we could use a loophole. I got it. We could use a loophole. Okay, you can have the better games. In fact, you can have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But your prison term isn't up until the loading time finishes. He'll be in there for another 100 goddamn years, folks.
And that's how we'll get this motherfucker.